So do anything happen to Joe Renee?
I got a bust like John Madden, baby. Coach, 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 coach. I got a bust like John Madden,
Offense, control the line of scrimmage. Be dominant. Communicate up front. Dominate with our size and athleticism. Ain't no time now to worry about what the outcome is. Don't look at the scoreboard. One play at a time. From the first play to the last play.
need a horn and a drum roll.
I never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Coach, 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 coach,
Now it's time to go to work. Season's over. A different time. I told you they remember November. But December's our time. December's we do what we do. That's Florida State time. We're back where we belong.
Let's get it on.
need a horn. Break it down.
I never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
I want juice.
all right.
Daddy.
Get it.
Daddy.
Oh man, so you got a big question on the stream right there.
Yes, sir. But before we get into all of that, y'all already know who we got here. We got myself, the host of this show, Polk, over here on 863 Seminole TV. And we got my dog. Unfortunately, he's with the dark side, but he is my dog, Hurricane T2Y over here. And we are gonna preview. Don't put that. We are gonna preview
You see that?
the
Oh,
national
wrong hand,
championship.
wrong hand. You see it? You see it? Somewhere up there. All
We're
right.
gonna preview this national championship. We're gonna talk about because I know you said you also gonna cover the playoffs, so we're gonna talk about the playoffs,
Yeah.
NFL playoffs. Man, we got the national championship coming up. Of course, big game, Ohio State versus Bama. So this is for all the college football fans. By all means, spread the word. Let everybody know we are live and we are talking college football. And Perry hit the portal. What's up with that?
Perry's had enough, man. What I think happened was that last game we played against Oklahoma State, they finally seen his worth, and I think he saw his worth. And And a lot of team might have looked at it like, okay, the stock don't went up on them. Time to go. I could start somewhere else. I don't have to sit behind King 2 years. I've been telling Miami fans this the whole year. If King decides to come back, I do think Perry hit the transfer portal, and it's come to pass. Because you think about it, Perry this season didn't count, so he's a junior.
Right.
Now, instead of going somewhere else and just having 1 year, he goes somewhere else and have 2 years instead of sitting behind King again for another year. Nobody wants to sit behind somebody for 2 years, especially when they think they're ready to go. And, it's a business decision at the end of the day. Perry just had a daughter recently, so he's got to think ahead of. He got to think into the future. Hey, if I'm gonna make it into the NFL, then this is what I got to do. I'm gonna graduate from Miami with a good degree. I could get a job at the end of the day, but the NFL is the limit that he's trying to get to. So, that's a business decision for him. I wish him the best of luck. Wherever he goes, I'm gonna be rooting for him. It is what it is. I mean, unless he plays against Miami now, that's a total different story. I might need him to throw 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interceptions. So anywhere he goes, man, I'm behind him, man. Now, I see a lot of people saying Gainesville. Even Florida State's been mentioned, but I've always told people they got Milton, they got Chuba, and I'm not sure if Jordan Travis is gonna be, there, or is he gonna be healthy or whatever. But y'all got quarterbacks already. It'll be the same situation. He'll just have to go out there and compete. So I don't think Florida State would be an option for him.
Yeah, I mean, just talk about
picked up what's the name, Jaron Williams.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
So
y'all already got one.
And then UCF might be a shot. I don't know, but don't they got that one guy that talks a lot?
Do you know? Is he does he want to stay in the state? Is like that a priority for him, or does he not? Like, do you have any insight on that?
As of right now, nothing's came out. Nobody knows anything. And he hasn't spoken to the media. He hasn't spoken to anybody. He just put his name in that transfer portal. And, as soon as he did, that shocked the whole Hurricane fan base.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, CJ Canes is in the chat right now. He's the one that informed me that Perry hit the transfer portal. And I was like, what? Dude said he weren't going nowhere. But
I'll just shut the Florida State rumors down if anybody thinks that. They didn't bring in Mackenzie Milton to then go ahead and get N'Kosi Perry. FSU, no. FSU's not doing that. Now, Gainesville has been a huge rumor. Now, that's the one I've heard. And to me, that makes sense because from what I heard, he was a kind of a Gator fan growing up, from what I heard. Or at least he has family. His family's a big Gator fans or something like that. He has some connection with the Gators from what I've heard, whether it's family or himself. And Ermon Lane, to me, don't look like the goods over there in Gainesville. So I think that job is completely up for grabs over there in Gainesville. That does make sense to me.
Gainesville, I've been hearing Syracuse. I've been hearing Duke.
Those are kind of crazy.
Yeah, but Duke, I can see why they're going Duke out there because Duke just lost their quarterback also. The guy from Clemson. No, was it Clemson or was it Florida State?
No, it was from Clemson.
Oh, so the other one from NC State. Yeah, NC State.
He was Florida State. He transferred too.
Yeah. So I've been also hearing North Carolina State, Syracuse, Duke, even Georgia Tech. But I think Georgia Tech might be good with Sims. I'm not sure. But I've been hearing Georgia Tech also. I've been hearing quite a few names. The only name in the state of Florida is UCF and Florida. But who knows where he goes now. If a quarterback don't put their name in the portal, other teams are not able to talk to him or try to get him to come here or there. So a lot of people have been saying that, maybe one of this team or that team, reached out to him. I doubt that. And if they did, it's some behind the scene kind of thing, but he's in the portal. We will be looking to see where he goes. I mean, Jaron Williams was in the portal until this year.
Yeah, he was in the portal for a while. Right?
So we got players still in the portal right now. Realus George, one of our running backs, one of our fullbacks, he's still in the portal. He still hasn't left. Tariq Martin, he's still in there. He's been in there for a while.
Who did Miami start game 1 against Alabama? Because I don't think King's going to be ready. That's just my personal opinion.
I got a 2-part to that too. Who do we start? And let's just say by some magic, somebody went and got Harry Potter's wand,
Right.
quarterback, and we beat Bama. When King come back now, do we take this guy out that just became a hero and put King back in? That's another question to be asked. But as far as who's going to start, the only one on our quarterback list other than King with some experience
Got to be Van Dyke.
Would be Van Dyke with what, maybe 4 or 5 snaps this year?
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're going in there. He's going in there on his 2nd year as a true freshman.
Yeah.
And the same from Matoka. Matoka had like 3 snaps this year, and all he did was hand the ball off and threw 1 pass.
Do you risk Jake Garcia game 1?
If Jake Garcia comes in, he's pins out in spring practice. He looks better than everybody. Why not put the ball in whoever's the best to give us a chance to win that game? If Jake Garcia come in and look better than Tyler Van Dyke and Matoka, I'm behind it. Stop playing favoritism. Stop playing the seniority thing. Put the guy in that's looking the best, doing the best, and it is what it is.
Because I'm hearing 8 months for King.
I'm hearing 9, no more.
So, okay, best case scenario. Let's say it is 8 months. That still means he's going to miss all of spring. He's going to miss all of fall. You really want him taking?
Nope.
You really want him playing game 1 without taking any practice stats? That's what I'm saying.
Not at all. Because think about it. Coming off that injury with no practices, no springs.
Exactly.
No, you're just going to throw him out there? No, his legs are rusty. He hasn't been doing nothing. No. That's just like sending them out there to make us look like crap. Alabama by 70.
Right. That is crazy. So let's hit the chat up real quick. Let's do a roll call, see who all's in here. 20 people in here. Hit the like button. I expect more people to be joining shortly. But no Productions in the building. Canes for life. Peter Shields. No Blooded. Florida Gator Nation. Marquise Dupree. Chris Miller. Kendrick Michael. BB Lowe. What's up, BB? CJ in the chat. Kane Zay. And Frank Abel, Robert Garcia. And I think that is in Baltimore Ravens football. He say, I don't trust our receivers if we had Joe Montana. He's a Kane?
Yeah, he's a Kane. Right.
And CJ want to be linked in here, right? And Jen is in the building. So we're going to bring...
Let me put the link in the Florida State Miami Facebook.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and bring CJ up in here. I'm going to get on there with y'all on this national championship game, too.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
See, last weekend, my son's birthday, so I could watch y'all, but it would have been inconvenient for me to join.
Yeah, my kids be driving me crazy half the time, too.
These birthdays been killing me. My daughter's is in November, my wife's is in December, plus Christmas, and then my son's is in January. So I don't get a break. There go the link, CJ. All right. So while we wait for CJ, let's just get into it. There you go. There you go. There you go. CJ, you hear me?
Yeah, hey, y'all can hear me?
All right.
Dang, yes, they don't modded the page. Normally, you just go to post stuff in there. I guess people been going out of control on there.
Shout out to Chris Miller, who's all the way in Spain. Happy birthday to your son. But let's get into it. What y'all got, man? Ohio State, Alabama, what's up?
Before we get into that,
or does CJ want to touch on the Perry thing real quick? I know that's why he wants to come in. Go ahead.
Let him have that Perry real quick.
CJ want to talk about Nkosi Perry real quick. Go ahead.
Someone please call 911. They did my dog dirty, man. They did my dog dirty. And he puts a dog D4 on that window. But yeah, I messaged Perry on Instagram. and he said he will let everybody know where his decision is after the championship. But y'all ain't gonna like it. Some of y'all ain't gonna like it. Say that now.
Shine Life, you 70% right.
Some of y'all ain't gonna like the decision. But I'm gonna root for Perry as long as he playing in college, in the NFL, no matter what team, even if he play us, still gonna root for the young man.
Where you think he going?
Well, I know he going.
Oh yeah, but you ain't gonna tell it.
Oh, I forgot one name that was thrown out there also. Deion Sanders, Jackson State.
I could kind of see that, but his son there, so I don't know.
That's a no. His son gonna start.
Right,
So
his son gonna start day one. That's what I'm thinking too.
His son gonna start. That why he flipped over there from FAU.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be in Florida. I'll tell you that much. He's definitely gonna be in Florida.
it's probably gonna be Gainesville. If I had to put my money, if you made me put money on it, it'd probably be over there in Gainesville. Because that quarterback situation looks suspect up there. I'm just being honest. Because Ermine Lane don't look all that. I think that Anthony Richards kid might be all right, but that job up for grabs.
I just put it like this: the reason I say it's gonna be Florida because of I ain't saying it's Florida, but the reason why he gonna be in Florida is because his child. You put it like that.
You want to stay close with his? Yeah, gotcha.
Well, his daughter ain't number 1 year old, so he gonna stay in Florida. But other than that, I mean, I said he was gonna transfer. When I heard King was coming back, I already had that in my bones that he was gonna transfer.
Yeah, me and we've been saying that for the whole year. If King came back, he gone.
And then on top of that, Manny got his Spanish quarterback, last name Garcia. So it was it really was a nail in the coffin when Garcia signed that ink, man. Just being honest. It was a done deal for Perry then. Like he was gonna say,
I think it came down to King coming back. I don't think Perry was scared of Garcia.
I ain't saying he was scared of Garcia, but King come back and then Garcia, coming too. It was just like, man, what else? You know what I'm saying? The man already been loyal for 4 years.
And Tyler Van Dyke sitting like, what about me?
Exactly. And so, Perry would have definitely been a starter for that Alabama game, man. That's not even a question. But he seen the outcome of the opportunity. He gonna play Alabama, and then the second game, and they were gonna pull him like they always do. They always gonna pull him. So he don't want a coaching staff that's not gonna support him. He already got his degree as a Hurricane, so he can't take that from him. So at the end of the day, I'm happy for him. He made the best business decision there is to leave. So I mean, he gonna do great things wherever he goes. We're gonna pretty much have like a Justin Fields situation with Georgia, and he gonna shine with another team. That's just how it's gonna be. That's how I see.
Well, technically, don't put us in the same predicament with Georgia because ain't nobody in Miami called him the N-word.
Well, I mean,
that's a whole different story.
Not saying the N-word part.
Hold on, real quick. Let me say that. Shout out to Robert Garcia with the $25 donation. He says, "I enjoy your show. I appreciate that, Robert Garcia, man. Appreciate the love."
Is he some kin of Jay Garcia?
I don't know.
Oh man, but okay. So the dilemma, CJ, Tyler Van Dyke, Matoka, and Jay Garcia, Alabama.
They're gonna put who that was that played that game. They put Matoka. I can never say that man's name. Right? Matoka in, right?
One time, but that was only because Tyler Van Dyke was out on COVID.
Yeah, well, I'm saying they put Matoka in, but that was most people gonna think it's gonna be him, and they're gonna think it's Tyler Van Dyke. But at the end of the day, Manny is gonna pick his quarterback, and that's gonna be Garcia.
Do you feel like? I don't know. Do y'all feel like Perry was pushed out? Like basically said, "Hey, we don't really want you here. Y'all, you can go." Or do you think Perry just said, I just want to leave and do my own thing"?
From what I've been hearing, it's more on Manny. Why, if it's a push out, but from what I've been hearing, also Reed Lashley wants Perry.
Yeah,
Manny went out and got King, but Reed Lashley, from what I'm hearing, he wanted Perry because he even actually recruited Perry when he was, at Auburn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So he wanted Perry from the get-go. If you watch that game when Perry came in, Reed Lashley was a different play caller.
Yep.
That playbook opened up anything that came across the middle that King couldn't throw because he couldn't see over that line. All those plays opened up for Perry. So you got to look at King. How tall is King? Like what? Is he like 5'9"?
He about 5'7".
You say 5'7". I think he about 5'9". But N'Kosi Perry is sitting at 6'4". He could see over that line. He could make those passes across the middle that would get batted down if King did it. So Reed Lashley opened up the playbook a lot with Perry. So I think looking back at this season, a lot of teams knew what De'Aaron King was about, especially with rushing. He was a mainly run quarterback, more run than throw. So if you had the scheme around Perry, your defense would have to mix it up because you don't know if he's gonna run or pass because he's more of a pocket present. But right now, King's hurt. King will be back. Perry's out, so we just got to move forward with what we got. I think if any Miami Hurricane fan or YouTuber or anything like that says that we're gonna win that Alabama game, y'all must know something that we don't know.
That's exactly why I came in. I said somebody 911 because we in trouble for the game.
Yeah, I think if anybody said that, they must have a hot tub time machine or something. Because ain't no way in hell I'm predicting a win against Alabama. We'll be lucky to get out of there without a blowout.
Unless Jay Garcia come in there, goddamn slinging the ball everywhere. Need to be. And that's who's gonna intervention the story.
Yep, we're gonna start this season off 0-1. I'm just being realistic about it.
But Manny's the reason why the team looked the way
I'm
it looks
lying.
anyway.
We're gonna win by 30. I'm just playing.
Yeah, you trolling right now.
Yeah.
but Manny's the reason why we're gonna be looking the way we're gonna look next season. And he probably gonna be on the hot seat next season. Most definitely next season.
Nah, Manny ain't gonna be on no hot seat next season. Manny you gotta look at Manny for what Manny is. Manny is more of a politician than a coach. He's giving the fans what they asked for. We asked for Eno's gone, he gone. We asked for this defense to be shooken up. We don't want Blake Baker as no defensive coordinator and all that. What he doing? He going through the whole process of giving the fans what they want. So
but he ain't developing.
When he does that, the blame don't come back down on him. Most fans gonna love him for what he's doing than hate him. So I think he do stay out his contract.
He ain't developing no players though.
Like I told you, I think what Manny is doing is during his contract with Miami. I feel like he's gonna set Miami up, and then the next guy is gonna come and put us over the top and get it done. Whether it's competing for playoffs, whether it's competing for championships or whatever, it's hard to say that Manny can get that done. But I do think he could get us recruits, and I do think he could get us to the point where somebody else could come in and do it. Kind of like what happened with Butch Davis and Larry Coker.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that.
Because if you look at Manny's recruiting over the years, it's getting better and better each season. He's getting good players coming in. Now, can he develop them or anything like that? I haven't seen anything to say yes. I've been seeing us going into the transfer portal, getting some beasts, and they come down here and they shine. Look at all the award winners this season. Well, not winners, finalists. All of them came from the transfer portal. And the only one that picked up an award was our kicker. So look at it. Transfer portal. He keeps going in there, getting players, and then we getting good recruits on top of that. So I don't think Manny's going to be the guy to do it all. I think somebody else is going to come in right after him, and boom, glory.
All right. Well, that's enough Hurricane talk. I'm tired of talking about that.
Let's get into some Seminoles.
Y'all talk about it on your own time.
All right, so what's up with the Seminoles, man?
Ain't no news with us. They just in the portal, but no real news this week with us. Not that I can think of. Nope. Just a couple rumors, but nothing really to talk about. What if y'all lose? Michael says, what if y'all lose the FSU this year? Does he still keep his job?
Depends on how he lose to
I
FSU and how many other games he lost after it.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think Miami. I don't think Manny's getting fired unless he has like a 4-win season or something crazy like that.
Yeah, Manny could get away with an 8-win season. He could get away with losing 4 games.
I don't know. It's gonna be a call. It depends on how we lose them games. It depends on a lot of stuff.
Okay, because look at it this way. Who's on our schedule? Bama, Clemson.
Y'all play Michigan State too, don't?
Yeah, we'll beat them.
How if we don't know who our quarterback gonna be?
Bama, Clemson. I mean, we play Michigan State the third game. Michigan State the third game. So I think we'll I think we'll get past Michigan State. By then they should get it together with quarterback, whatever. They'll pick somebody. And you got to look at Michigan State. Their past couple recruiting classes, 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars. They're all 2 stars. I don't think they had a 4-star in the past 3 years. I could be mistaken.
Is it that bad up there? Damn.
It's that bad, but they happen to win games somehow. I don't know what's up.
Well, you get a staff. It don't matter. I mean, stars matter, but you get guys up there. You develop guys. You'll be all right.
All right.
But what are we doing? All right. Back to the question.
Bama versus Ohio State.
The national championship on Monday.
I can't stand neither one of them.
Yeah, me either.
So I know. See me, I don't care about either team.
Yeah, I don't care about.
I don't really care about either team. But I don't really hate either team either. I guess I think everybody hates Bama just because they win all the damn time, right? I know why y'all. I know why y'all
hate them. I can't even hate them for that though. I can't even hate them all the time. Cause you know what? I came to the acceptance that Bama's got what? Damn near 18 championships. Damn near around what? Is it around 18 or something like that?
Throughout their history, they got a lot.
So, I mean, we're sitting on 5. I came to the acceptance that we're not gonna catch them no time soon. Probably not even in our lifetime. They compete each and every year to make that number go higher.
Right.
So I mean,
Ohio State's kind of close too. Let me see.
Now, if you ask Auburn or Georgia or Florida, we want Ohio State because they play Bama all the time, and they tired of Bama being called the only good team in the SEC. But
Alabama has 17 national championships.
I knew it was somewhere around there.
Well, Oklahoma got the most, don't it?
I think Ohio State's sitting on 6?
I'm about to check. Ohio State.
I think Oklahoma got like 18.
It's either 6 or 7.
So can't nobody guess this unless you Google it.
Oklahoma got the most, don't it?
No, Yale.
No. Yeah, I'm about to say, unless you Google it, you're not going to guess who has the most national championships of all time. It's Yale.
Yeah, I think that's
what in the world?
7. You know how I know it? Because every time
Oklahoma only got 7.
Yeah, every time Lou has that argument with Miami fans, he always bring up, Yale got 27 championships. Are they good now? So I kind of remember the number because
Ohio State got 8.
And
Harvard got 8.
Princeton sitting on like almost 28.
Who?
Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton got 15.
Yeah, see?
Bama, yeah, so. But all of those schools was winning championships when black people weren't even allowed to play, so.
Exactly. That was
you can't count none of that.
20s and
yeah, you can't count none of that. But for me, I think my head says Bama should win this game. But something tells me Ohio State is going to keep this game. Because I said the same thing last week. I wanted Ohio State to win, but my head told me that Clemson was the better team. And then the game happened, and I was like, Clemson didn't even belong on the same field as them boys.
Clownbo Sweeney.
Yeah, about that. You better stop saying that. That's my hey. You got everybody saying Clownbo Sweeney now.
Hey man, that's Pope's thing. I just use it because it's funny.
About to trademark that. But yeah, that's crazy. It was crazy to me to see that. Like,
Man,
I think Ohio State can keep that thing closer than what people think. I don't know if they're good enough to win it.
Ohio State humbled the shit out of Dabo. That was the most quiet and peaceful press conference I've seen him done all year. He ain't talk no trash. He looked like he was about to cry.
He should have cried. I would have. Ooh.
He was like, man, they didn't have to beat us like that. Football lives matter. But at the end of the day, man, I think the game gonna be close. A lot of people are predicting Alabama a blowout, but I think it's gonna be close.
I think Ohio State win.
I think Justin Fields been damn near almost perfect, except for like one game this season.
It wouldn't shock me if Ohio State won. It wouldn't shock me.
I think Ohio State won because I think the referee's gonna help no matter what.
Oh hell.
Oh, yeah. You had to go back to that.
Well, I'm just saying they're gonna help them out. Every time, listen,
forget about that, CJ.
Listen, every time they go to the national championship, they always get help from the referees and win.
I understand. I'm trying to give an unbiased opinion, but when you bring stuff like that up, makes me want to say Bama by 50. Okay. But I get what you're saying, man. I don't know. I don't see Ohio State making that many mistakes this season for the ref to be, calling on them, or Bama either. I think both teams are not very penalized.
I'm finna hop out, y'all.
All right, CJ.
Yeah,
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
For me, I just think Ohio State shut me up. So now I'm kind of like starting to believe because I didn't even think they belonged in the playoff. Personally, I didn't want them. I didn't want them in there. How you only play 6 games, 5 games, and get in the playoff? I didn't think they deserved to be there.
I had them ranked at number 11.
But when you put 50, when you damn near put, I wanted 50. When you damn near put 50 on Clownbo and his boys.
When I put out my coach's poll, I had him at number 11.
Yeah, you and Clownbo had him at number
11. Jamaican Dabo, man, that boy, they're crazy. It's like when you only played 6 games, there ain't much to study.
And got whooped. Like, how you say all of that and get whooped?
Oh God,
that warms my heart.
I was kind of shocked, but at the same time, I was like, yes, Clemson been blowing everybody out for a while now. It's time they take a dose of their own medicine. And it was perfect. Dabo talked trash the week leading up to the game, then get blown out. Oh man, that was amazing. That was amazing. In the back of my mind, I thought Clemson was going to win. But when Ohio State came out and I saw that Clemson Clemson came out and shot first, and they traded the first 2 touchdowns. And after that, it was a defense.
Yeah. The
defense just on Ohio State turned up, and Clemson just stayed the same.
But, that's what I've been saying about Dabo Swinney because they was missing their offensive play caller that game. I've been saying this about Dabo Swinney for a long time. The dude cannot coach. And when I say he can't coach X's and O's. Clemson's success is based off the fact that they pay their coordinators top-notch money. Dabo is a great evaluator of coaching talent and player talent. That's what he's good at. When you put Dabo in a coaching situation, he gets exposed. And you saw that against Ohio State, in my opinion.
And we see that a lot with Manny.
There's a reason why the man used to be known as the reason why Clemsoning used to be like a real big thing in college football back in the day when he would go to the bowl game and West Virginia would put 70 on Clemson and stuff like that because he had a history of getting to the big game and not knowing how to coach.
All right.
When Dabo started coaching, go ahead.
I think he's a more upgraded version of Manny. The defense sucks.
Say that again, you pros.
I said Manny Diaz defense suck.
You say he's a better version of Manny?
Yeah, he's a better version of Manny. Okay. Manny Diaz defense sucks. And when we play against good teams, With good coaches, they tear us apart. Every time we play Clemson, they tear us apart. Every time we play at North Carolina or any big name, challenger, we lose, and we lose badly. But like I said, Manny is a version of Dabo because Dabo went out and got the best guys to do what he can't do, which is X's and O's, like you said.
But
And
Manny has shown at least Manny,
too.
but at least Manny has shown that he can actually coach defense.
Manny defense is easy and predictable. It's
When
easy. If he doesn't get turnovers, we get killed. We get killed. If he don't force fumbles or cause interceptions, we get killed. And I'm talking about momentum changing plays, big plays, 80 yarders. You see, we over blitz. Next thing you know, across the middle is wide open. Stuff like that. If we don't cause disruption in the backfield with that blitz, we get blown up on that play. That's what I've been seeing with Manning's defense. That's why I say he's like a Dabo. If he can hire the right people to put in those spots to make those decisions, at the end of the day, he'll look great. And that's what we see out of Dabo. He ain't gonna coach no X's and O's, but he got some great talent on the sideline doing it for him.
Do somebody asked the question? Let me see. Chris, I think it was Chris Miller asked, and this is an interesting question that I kind of been thinking about myself. Is this championship really going to matter? Like, is it going to have like an asterisk next to it? Is it gonna? I
think a lot of people are gonna try to do it. If it end up being Ohio State, they're gonna try to do it. Now, if Bama goes ahead and win it the way they are, then they might not try to associate that with it. But if Ohio State come out and beat Bama, they're gonna say, "Oh, Bama played so many games. A lot of these players have wear and tear and this and that." Clemson, Ohio State is still fresh because they only played 7 games now, and Bama's played 12 so far. So there's going to be some excuses on if Ohio State win, but I think if Bama win, a lot of people will throw the asterisk away. That's my thoughts on it. I don't know how the rest of the audience feel, or what's your take on it?
I've been debating it like back and forth in my head. Like, I think with these two teams, I'm okay. Like, let them, even though to me, Ohio State still ain't won enough games, but I got it. They're there now. It is what it is. I guess you count this one because I guess if you look at it, they probably are the two most talented teams in college football. But I don't know. I guess at this point, yeah, you count it. I mean, was it a joke year? Yeah, it was a joke year, but give it to him, I guess. Give it to him.
I mean, well, at the end of the day, one of them's gonna end up winning it. I mean, I watched my Lakers win a championship this season, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's an asterisk. Oh, they only played a Miami Heat team that was without this person, that person," and then they just forgot about it. They just moved on to the next season. So I think that's the same thing gonna happen. Everybody gonna talk about it for a week, and then on to the next one. Bama won or Ohio State won. But the asterisk thing, they've been talking about that before the season even started.
Yeah, I know. Because the games being canceled and all of this stuff.
And you know who's not going to care about that asterisk? Whoever fan base won that championship.
Yeah, whoever win it Monday, they ain't gonna want to hear nothing about an asterisk.
Exactly. They're gonna be like, you know what? You had the same opportunity. Almost every team had the same opportunity. Except for the Pac-12. They started late. But oh well. I do think a lot of people are going to bring up the fact that they switched up so many rules to get Ohio State to where they're at now. Because, initial rules, Ohio State wouldn't even played in their own Big Ten championship. So that's what's going to come down to. But as far as who's going to win this game, I want to say Ohio State, but my mind is just on Bama. My mind is just like, how do they stop Devontae Smith? How do they stop him? Who's on their defense that gonna stop Devontae Smith and Najee Harris?
That's my thing too. I agree. Like Bama's so loaded on offense, bro. If Fields played the way he played against Clemson, it's gonna be a shootout.
And if they do decide that they want to double Devontae Smith,
I think I heard Waddle's coming back for this game. Yeah, I think I heard somebody in the chat. Let me know if y'all. I heard Waddle may be coming back for this game. If you don't remember, he like hurt his knee early in the season. But I think he's cleared for the national championship game.
And I forgot the dude's name. The guy from Ohio State. He's been talking trash. He talking about he want to guard.
24.
I think that's him. He want to be the one to guard Devontae Smith.
Same dude that was getting whooped by the Clemson receivers. Number 24. I remember. Good luck.
That's what you don't do. You don't give no team no ammo going into a game, especially not a Heisman Trophy winner.
Good luck.
Which by the way, that was a good Heisman ceremony. We finally saw something different.
I didn't watch it, but I was glad the wide receiver finally won it.
Yeah, it's been since '91.
Yeah, I was happy to see somebody other than a quarterback and a running back win it. So,
yeah. Who was the last running back to win it?
I think Derrick Henry was the last running back to win it.
Right, yeah, that was him. I think it's been all quarterbacks ever since. I know Kyler Murray, Manziel. Who else? Shoot, it's been all quarterbacks.
Yeah, ever since Derrick Henry's been what Baker won, then Baker win it, then Murray win it. Who won it last year?
Not Johnny Manziel. Why am I thinking about Johnny Manziel? Oh, he going into the playoff. Which I think he's gonna lose the first game too.
If this matchup comes down to the QB play, Field takes the cake. But
yeah, I give it the Fields over.
I do too. My question is though, I think Bama just might have the more talented overall offense.
Right. Because I mean, quarterback wise, I'm gonna give it to Fields over Mac Jones.
Me too.
But receiving wise, once the ball touch
right, but the backfield, the receivers, the offensive line, like
once the ball touched Devontae Smith too, that's why he's got Heisman instead of Mac Jones, because what he's able to do after the catch. Because normally when stuff like happen like that, Mac Jones would have got the Heisman because he would have got credit for all those yards that Devontae picked up. But when you look at the catches where he made them and how much yards he's picking up after catching it, it goes all to him. And especially, 4 or 5 touchdowns in games. Dude is going to be somebody that you don't take lightly in this game. Yeah, but overall,
you got the better defense though. That I think, I don't know. I don't know if the game comes down to quarterback play or who gets the stop when the stop matters. I think that's what that game might come down to, is who can make the stop when it matters.
And we seen Ohio.
And I thought Ohio State played pretty good defense against Trevor Lawrence and Clemson.
Yeah, but then we also seen a defense from Bama that shut down Notre Dame too.
Yeah, but Clemson shut down Notre Dame too, though. Like, I mean, everybody at this point pretty much considers, Notre Dame didn't really deserve to be there.
Definitely.
So, man, this game is very intriguing, bro. This game is very intriguing. Let's see what they're talking about in the chat. Sean Wade that's number 24 got burned all season. He got burned in that Clemson game. And that's the only bright spot Clemson had, was whoever 24 was on, they was throwing the ball to. He was getting
and he calling out the number 1 wide receiver.
Right, and you calling out the first Heisman Trophy wide receiver. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, dudes just adding fuel to the fire.
And then Najee, that's what I'm saying. Bama's got Najee Harris. Now I thought that Ohio State running back, and I don't even know his name, but he was killing Clemson. What was his? Anybody know his name out there? I think he was number 8.
Who was running the
Ohio-
ball?
I don't know how for Ohio State. He was killing Clemson. They couldn't stop. That's one of the reasons why Fields had so much success.
You talking about,
he was-
is it Sermon?
That might be his name. I forget his name, but he had a damn good game.
Sermon? They're running back, right?
Yeah, the running back had a damn good game.
It was Sermon.
That's-
It was Sermon.
And that opened up everything for Fields. What's up, Hurricane Kilo?
What's up, boss?
Here's a better question. Who's better up front? OSU dominated Clemson in the trenches. Bama's quick passing game and yards after catch don't let us know how good they really are. Sounds to me, Jurgen, like you leaning towards Ohio State.
You know what I just thought about too? During that whole game, what's his name? Justin Fields was banged up.
Yeah, he played hurt. He played hurt after that targeting shot. He played hurt.
Is he gonna come out at 100 this game? That's the question too. Because Bama's not gonna let up on him.
I gotta believe his ribs are gonna be wrapped up pretty nicely.
Yeah,
He's probably gonna be wearing a flak jacket this game, which I don't understand why he wasn't wearing one to begin with. But I would assume he's really gonna be wearing one.
His motion and his range is gonna be different because of that. Because I'm pretty sure he's probably sore. Probably, they're gonna wrap him up tight. How much is it that gonna affect his motion, his throwing, everything?
Here's another question people might need to think about. Sark, he took the Texas job. How invested is Sark going to be in this game? I know he could say he's all in, but we had to deal with that when we played Oklahoma. Mark Richt took the Georgia job. FSU ends up losing the damn national championship to Oklahoma because we couldn't generate any points. Mark Richt had his damn foot out the door already. Is that another thing that's going to play a part in this Alabama offense?
That's what happened also last year in our bowl game. Dan Enos was out the door already. They let it be known that he would not be coming back the next season, and they still let him coach the bowl game. Dude was not there to begin with. He was already worrying about where he's going to be coaching next, where his next job going to be. Which, by the way, Cincinnati, he the running back coach, they did pretty good this season.
Yeah, he did. You got to think Sark is already trying to recruit over there at Texas. I mean, that's, Texas hasn't been good since Mac Brown. But at the end of the day, that's like one of the blue blood programs. He's got to be looking at that job because he has the job, right? So he's got to be looking at that saying, I got to get in the trenches. I got to start recruiting. How much is he game plan? I mean, I got to think with Nick Saban. He's obviously doing his thing, but I don't know, man. I don't know. That's always a possibility that maybe Sark ain't going to be all there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to see, man. But we'll find out. Knowing Nick Saban, he probably had his game plan before Sarge even signed with Texas.
Right. Jordan Hatton says, I think Sark will call the best game of his career. If he calls the best game of his career, Bama wins it. I'm leaning towards Ohio. A lot of things I'm leaning towards Ohio State, but it's hard for me to pick against that offense.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my mind telling me Ohio State gonna pull it, but overall, thinking and processing everything, I think Bama's gonna win the game. I think Ohio State do stand a chance. I just don't think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna play a full game, but I don't think they have enough to get it done. I'm rolling with the Tides.
You say roll tide?
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
I'm thinking the Mayan King in the building was going on. But yeah, I actually think, I think it'd be a damn good game. I will say that. I think you're gonna see a damn good game.
What I think is if Ohio State get the upset, I think it's close. I think they win close. But if Bama wins and convincingly, I think they'll probably come short of the spread, but they'll get close to it. I think Bama's
Who's favored? Who's favored?
Bama's like a 23-point favorite.
Are you serious?
Let me double check just to make sure. Because last time I seen it, it was like 23 points.
That is disrespect.
Yeah. So Ohio State got a lot of fuel, everything.
That is disrespect. 23-point favorite for a team that just damn near hung up 50 on Clemson.
Yeah.
Because there's no way Alabama would have been a 23-point favorite against Clemson.
Let me double check. Double check. Oh, the lines has dropped. It is now the over and under is now 75, and Bama is an 8-point favorite now. What has changed?
That sounds better than that sounds about right there. I can see Bama being a favorite, but not a 23-point favorite. That's ridiculous.
My question is, why did they change the line now? What normally when that happened, that means something happened on Bama.
Maybe it's the Sarkisian effect. Maybe they're looking at it like that. I mean, that could be possible. Again, it's been you've seen it in college football when a guy gets a job and his head's somewhere else. Sometimes the team doesn't perform up to par. Yeah,
man. When you got coaches moving on, it's hard. It's hard for them to actually coach and invest into that team because they got to think for next season too. Bama's going to be one of those teams that he's going to have to coach, recruit against. So going into that, he's already thinking, I'll win this game. I'll put them in a better position than my next job already.
Sark's main job when he gets to the Longhorns should be to take back the state of Texas from Jimbo. That should be his first priority. His first priority should be, I need to take back the state of Texas from A&M. If he can do that, Texas will have some success. Right now, Jimbo owns the state of Texas, so that should be his first priority, first and foremost. He shouldn't even worry about trying to recruit with Alabama at that point. Just get back the state of Texas.
Yeah, Jimbo surprised a lot of people this season. I mean, his only loss was to Alabama. I mean, unfortunately, it was a blowout loss, but that's a good season. That's something to build off. So I think Texas is already at a disadvantage.
He's definitely got something to build off.
Because, I mean, a lot of recruits, they see this. They're going, okay, we rising. We can go in there and possibly, stick with teams like Alabama. Not saying they're going to win them, but they pretty much the better team in the SEC other than Bama. So I think that puts them in good position. If they could knock off teams like Florida and Georgia, they'll be straight. Which I'm not sure what their schedule are, but they might not even have to play either one of those to get to where they need to.
Talking about A&M.
Yeah. Jimbo Fisher. The man with the plan. Huh.
Yeah, I think the good news for Jimbo over there at A&M is that the West, to me, really got a lot weaker. I mean, other than Bama, Auburn's going to have a whole new coaching staff.
Yeah, what's their thoughts on the game? What's their score prediction?
For who?
The people in the chat. What's y'all score prediction for this game? I want to see where everybody's mindset is.
I'm seeing. Go ahead and let us know what y'all thinking. Bama, Ohio State, who you got? What kind of score? I saw a couple scores. Let me scroll up. Jalen says, if Bama gets upset, it would be OSU 44, Bama 41. Jalen, but he says his prediction is Bama 35, OSU 24. So Jalen got Bama. Let me scroll up. I ain't scrolling all the way up. Y'all just drop y'all predictions and it'll pop up.
Now, let me ask you this. Where does that put Nick Saban if he goes out there and win this championship?
I mean, a lot of people already are calling him the GOAT. So, I mean, it doesn't do anything. Nick Saban winning or losing doesn't do anything for his legacy. People already think he's the GOAT. So,
all right.
And I think if he's not the GOAT, he's one of them.
How many titles Nick's have so far? Isn't it like 5?
Saban won his first one. Saban won his first one in what? 09?
Yeah, I think he's got like 5 so far.
I think he's got like 4 or 5, yeah.
I
He's got
don't
like
know.
4 or 5.
I don't know any other coach that has more than 2. If I'm not mistaken.
And then you got to count his LSU championship.
I
So
forgot about Urban Myers. I forgot he won. He
let me
won
see.
two with Florida and one with Ohio State. So
Urban's got 3. And Saban's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. Wow.
He's got 6 total because he won 1 at LSU.
And I don't think no other coach probably on that list near him.
Probably like Bear Bryant. That's probably like the only coach that's probably near him.
Or even you'd have to go into the NFL with what's his name for the Patriots? Bill Belichick.
Or like Woody Hayes or something like that. I don't know how many he won back in the day. I know he won a few.
Yeah, so
he won 5. Woody Hayes won 5, I guess. So
you got the scores coming in.
Okay, let's see these scores. Peter Shields got 38-24 Bama. Mayan King 45-38 Ohio State. Juergens got Bama. Ohio State 49, Bama 45. Encyclopedia 41-31 OSU. Henson 38-35 Bama. Y'all seem pretty split though. It's like pretty split. Montre 35-38 OSU. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4 for OSU and 1, 2. I think I got 3 or 4 for Bama too. So I'm going with OSU. I think I'm going with OSU too. So
I think I want them to win, but my mind is just saying Bama's gonna win it. But I want them for the upset. But at the same time, it's like, dang, we lost the championship to them because of refs, and then we did lose the national championship to Bama back in '92. So
no blooded don't even have it close. He's got it 48-14 Bama.
Jeez.
So he think the Tide is. He's thinking roll Tide all the way. I'd be shocked if they did that. If Bama did that, I'd be shocked.
I do know one thing. Ohio State goes out there and get it done. Those Georgia fans are gonna regret the day they let Fields walk out.
They should have let Kirby Smart's been messing up quarterbacks since he's been there. They should regret it right now. Forget if he wins or not. They should already regret it. What has Georgia ever won to not regret it? Georgia arguably has the most talented roster in all of college football and can't even get to the national championship game. So, and it's been like that for a couple years.
Juno says Saban and Bear Bryant tied for the most. If Bama wins Monday, Saban will have the most. Okay, so they tied for the most championships.
There you go.
Yeah. Ohio State, y'all can mess up Nick Saban plan. A lot of people are already talking about his retirement and maybe Clown Bo Sweeney picking up where he left off.
If he wins, do you think he retires? You think if he wins, he just calls it a day?
I doubt it.
Nick Saban don't look like he's slowing down at all.
Yeah, he don't look like he's ready to put his hat down.
Right.
I think he's such a competitor to the point where I believe that he would go as long as he can until he can't no more. Now, how many championship does that means? Nah, that I don't know. But what Bama's done in the past, since 2009, it's unprecedented. I don't think we've seen a more what you call it? I don't even know the word for it. I don't think I've ever seen anything that consistent.
It's been, it's been incredible to watch. I don't want to, toot, that Florida State, throw that Florida State spear out here, but FSU has something, very similar to what they did in the 90s in terms of 10-win seasons. Now, FSU, we lost some national championships. I mean, Bobby should have had 5 if we're being real, but he only ended up with 2. But as
Yeah,
far as top 5 finishes, 10 wins, the best winning percentage in any decade belongs to Florida State.
you said
All of that.
okay, so I could think of the Oklahoma versus y'all. That one, the one versus Florida. What's the next one?
We lost the one versus Florida. We lost the one versus Oklahoma. That's already 4, and we lost one against Tennessee.
Oh,
in 90, was that 97? I think that was 97.
Wasn't it
Tennessee
95?
or 96? I forget.
I think it.
Or
Yeah,
98. Might have been 98. Might have been 98 when we lost to Tennessee. So Bobby had a run. He just couldn't get it. You know, the Tennessee one. I think Chris Winkie was hurt. It seemed like every time we got the national championship, there's always something. Chris Winkie was hurt in the Tennessee game. Mark Richt out the door against Oklahoma. There's always something.
Damn, I wonder. Trying to think about it, I don't even remember the score when we lost to Bama back. I think it was 92. Trying to figure out that. I think they blew us out though, if I'm not mistaken. 93.
But in the modern day college football, yeah, what Nick Saban's done, because recruiting is at a different level nowadays.
That was in the Sugar Bowl. What was the score? I just need a score. Sheesh. Yeah, they blew us out. 34-13.
That was 92.
Yeah, 92, but 93 they played the championship.
Yeah. And then Bama kind of went, they went away after that for a long time. It was like 20 years before Bama got back. Or something like that.
Let me see.
FSU and Miami need to get back to those 90s teams, man. I'm tired of this.
Miami need to get back to them 80s teams. Man. Those was our good years. Early 90s too, the 91. After that, everything else just went tumbling down. After 2002, we just couldn't get back to where we needed to be. Not the state of Alabama.
So ultimately, I guess obviously the coaching edge, obviously you got to give the Saban. It's going to be interesting to see if Sarkisian plays a role in this game in terms of a negative role or not. So I'm going to give the coaching edge to Saban.
Yeah, after 92, they went away all the way to 2019. 2009.
Yeah, Bama had a real down period after that.
Shoot, that was what? 17 years?
Just about, yep.
Damn.
So, quarterback, I get the nod the field.
In 2017, they beat Clemson. No. They beat Georgia. So they last championship.
Yeah, the last championship was against Georgia when Georgia choked that game away.
Yeah.
And me being a dummy was actually rooting for the Bulldogs in that game.
Yeah, and then they lost the next season to Clemson.
Yeah.
And LSU won last year, so okay. Damn. Nick Saban won 09, 11, 12, 15, 17. Sheesh. That's tough. Ohio State
will not beat Bama with Waddle and Smith. Okay? If Waddle is 100%, that's going to be a tough matchup. Yeah, and I agree with. I don't see how you give up 46 to Kyle Trask and Justin Fields is only going to score 14 points. I don't see that.
Now, if you thought Bama had a 17 years, sheesh. Gotta look at Ohio State. The the championship they cheated us out of in 2002. Before that, their last one was 1970.
Like in the 70s, right? Something like that.
Yeah, 1970. Ish.
And Georgia going on 40.
They already had 41.
Clemson, before Clemson won, they was somewhere around that same area, like 30-something years before. So
Look at Henry Lee. We talking about 17 years. Damn, Miami down 20 years now.
throwing
Henry Lee,
shots.
he always throwing shots. Green man Henry Lee. What you drinking tonight, Lee? I bet it's either Heineken or Corona. Oh, well,
No, I don't see Ohio State getting held to 14 points. I'm sorry, I just don't see that.
Nah, they offense is too explosive for that, and I don't think Bama's defense is that tough.
Yeah, when has Bama held anybody to 14 points?
Dude, the Gators put up 46 on them.
Ole Miss put up 40 plus.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna hold Ohio State that bad. They might win the game, but they ain't gonna hold them that bad. If they hold Ohio State to 14, that means Bama had maybe 20 or 28 points, 21 or 28 points.
If they hold Ohio State to 14, that means Justin Fields threw 3 or 4 interceptions. That means he just had a terrible game. He had a Kyle Trask level game in the national championship. If they do that, that's the only way I can see it.
All I know is one of them fan base gonna be mad as hell come Tuesday morning. One of them gonna be mad as hell. Shoot, I'm not even gonna drop any videos that night on either one of them, because at the end of the day, they both went in there looking good. Either one of them could have took it, but now if it's a blowout, either way, I'll find something to talk about. Find something to make a video with. But I mean, in this championship, I don't think I really have any room to really talk, especially from a fan standpoint. Because I know it's hard to talk trash for a Bama fan.
Yeah.
For the past, since 2009, it's hard to say anything about them. And even Ohio State, they're more recent too. But I think I'll be able to talk more trash to Ohio State than I would to a Bama fan any day. So at the end of the day, man, both teams are in good position right now. But come Monday, somebody gonna be devastated.
So let's do that pretty much sums up the national championship. What's your playoff outlook looking like? First of all, is the playoff settled? Do we know who's playing who in the playoffs yet?
Yep. Okay, so the playoff format for this year is not like we've seen it in past years. Normally we have 6 teams on each side. Well, this year they switched it up. They got 7 teams on each side. So, you know, the playoffs, the wild cards came down to a few things. The Dolphins on the other side lost. All they had to do was win, and they would have been in. The Browns won, beat the Steelers, and now they're gonna have a rematch against them. So that's gonna be crazy. The last game of the season they played, they lost, and now they're going right back into playing them. The Rams, they lost to the Seahawks a game ago before the last game just now, and both of those two teams are tied in the series. They played twice this season, 1-1 each. So that'll be a tiebreaker. And I think everything else is basically Derrick Henry. We're gonna see who he's gonna truck stick next. Stiff arm, throw him across the state.
So who's playing who?
Okay.
Or we don't know that yet.
So we got the Colts versus the Bills. That's 1:00.
Okay, Colts.
I'm
surprised the Colts made it.
Yeah, we all surprised. They was in that entanglement with the Dolphins and the Browns. So Browns and the Colts won, Dolphins lost, Dolphins out there. So you got Colts and Bills. Then you have the Rams at 4. At 1 o'clock is Colts and Bills. At 4, it's the Rams and the Seahawks. And then at 8 o'clock prime time, it'll be Tampa Bay versus the Washington football team, which is interesting because
I got the Bucks.
Cowboys lost, basically knocking them out the playoff. They would have been.
Yeah, I heard Chase Young talking trash on Tom Brady. Now I ain't no Tom Brady guy, but the Bucks gonna roll in that one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks on that one too. But it'd be interesting to see if the Washington football team could win.
That'd be crazy.
I'm not betting against Brady. I don't care if he's the worst team in the playoffs. And then the next day they move it along. You have Baltimore versus the Titans. And after that one, you have
let me see if I can find some of these.
Yeah, it's Baltimore. Then you have the Chicago Bears versus the Saints. Chicago.
So who
Bears.
got the buys? Like who got the divisional round?
Kansas City, and Green Bay.
Kansas City, Green Bay.
Yeah, and to finish off, you'll have the Browns versus the Steelers at 8 on Sunday. So at the end of that, you'll be down to divisional play.
What is that?
You say Xavier Rhodes holding down the Colts. I'm guessing that's one of y'all former player. Come to think about it, let's see. You know what? We could check out some of them rosters to see who's from the Canes and the Noles is gonna be playing in the playoffs.
I mean, I know off the bat. So on the Colts, yeah, they got Xavier Rhodes, who had a pretty nice bounce back year. The Rams got at least 2 Seminoles, Cam Akers and Jalen Ramsey. I don't think the Bucks have any. I don't think Washington has any. Unless Chris Thompson still plays for the Redskins. I'm not sure there.
I'd have to look it up because normally I really don't watch NFL.
Ravens, I don't think have any. I don't think Titans have any. I think Eddie Goldman still plays for the Bears. I think the Saints, obviously the Saints got Jameis. I don't think PJ Williams. Does PJ still play for the Saints? He might. So the Saints might have 2 Seminoles on their roster. Steelers got Vince Williams. I don't think the Browns have any. I think that's it. Right? Is that it? I think that's it.
I'm gonna have to look that up because, like I said, normally I don't follow the NFL. I just stick to college.
Oh, you said Washington has Ronald Darby? Okay, so Washington does have a Nole. Again, that's just off the top of my head. So I'm usually pretty aware of where the Florida State players go in the league.
All right. So I'd have to look up on here.
I don't know about any Canes.
Okay, so you got Cam Akers, which for the Rams. Let me see if we got any Florida players on there either.
CJ Gardner for the Gator Nation says CJ Gardner.
Van
Jefferson.
Jefferson, yeah.
Yeah.
Van Jefferson for Florida. Florida State, Jalen Ramsey. We knew that. Yeah, I think that's about it.
No Miami players.
Oh, the Gators also have Jakaya Polite.
Oh, that's right. Derek Nani does play for Kansas City. Thank you, Mayan King. So yeah, that's Florida State players damn near on every team in the playoffs.
So the Rams has no Hurricanes. Let me see the Seahawks.
Okay, Chris Thompson plays on the Jags now. Okay.
Yeah.
Kane Zay say y'all got a defensive end for the Colts that play. What's his name?
Let me see. So for the Seahawks, Florida got Jonathan Bullard. Florida also got another one, Carlos Dunlap.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a Miami player, Greg Olson.
Who's the Miami guy?
Yeah, Greg Olson, the tight end.
Who's he play for now?
The Seahawks. And then
I didn't know Greg Olson was on the Seahawks.
so Florida got another one, which is Freddie Swing, whatever his name is. Miami got another one, Philip Dorsett. Quentin Barr for Florida again. So Florida's stacked on
I didn't even know Dorsett was still in the league.
yeah. Oh, Miami got another one, Ray Armstrong.
Who he played for?
Oh, the Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, dude's old as hell right now, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy. Okay. That's it for the Seahawks. We could check the Bills. So far.
I think that's a green screen. Right behind you, T2Y, ain't that a green screen back there?
Oh yeah, that's definitely a green screen. I can't afford all that. I can't afford that shit. Oh man. One day when they send us all the stimulus checks at once. Okay, so the Bills, Miami got Juan Falcao, Falcano.
I don't even know. I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a guard.
Okay.
Who else? Let me see. Florida State. Oh, Miami got another one in Jaquan Johnson.
I think Cam Irvin still plays for the Chiefs, doesn't he? So there's another Florida State player off the top of my head.
Florida. Florida got Jonathan Harris. He's a center. Oh, that's it for the Bills.
I never heard of none of these. Does Nick O'Leary still play?
I have no idea.
I think he was playing for the Dolphins. Somebody in chat let me know. Is Nick O'Leary still playing for the? I know he got drafted by the Bills, but I think he ended up going to the Dolphins.
Let's see. Okay, check out the Colts. Okay, Florida State. Xavier. Oh, y'all already said that one. Rose. Then Miami. Alquan Muhammad. Alquandin Muhammad. I'm sorry. He's a defensive end.
Yeah, that's who Kane Zay said y'all had.
Florida got Chaz Green. He's a O tackle. Florida also got Trey Burton, tight end.
Florida got a few players, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna come out on top if anybody. We'll be hearing a lot of Gator stomp.
What's up, Todd?
All right, that's it for the Colts. Was Tampa Bay.
I know ain't no Florida State players on the Bucks. For whatever reason, they don't draft Dalvin Cook and Derwin James when them guys are sitting right there, but that's neither here nor there. Cam Irvin went to Dallas, did he? I didn't know that.
Damn, it's look like they don't really.
I don't think they probably ain't got no Florida players, period. Like as far as the big three.
Yeah, I only see FAU, and USF so far. Damn, seriously, they don't even fuck with Florida either.
See that? They had Vernon Hargreaves. I guess he do
got a Florida State. They got a Florida State guy.
Who?
Garrison, Sanborn.
Long snapper.
Yeah.
I remember that name. Now that you say it, I didn't know he played for them, but okay.
Oh man, the rest is just all FAU. Damn, Tampa.
Shout out to Florida State. We got one on the Bucks, long snapper.
That's crazy. Washington football team. Let's see who they got. That should be interesting. Man, y'all gonna get y'all Ticketmaster head ass out of there.
Exactly, Green Bay. I don't understand why they, and I'm not saying Vita Vea hasn't been a good player because he has been, but man, you passed up on Derwin James.
Okay, so Washington for Florida, they got Juan Bostic.
Bostic's been in the league for a minute. Linebacker.
Yeah. And then you got Ronald Derby.
That's Florida State.
For Florida State again, you got Dustin Hopkins.
I didn't know Hopkins was the kicker for them. Okay. So you got 2 Seminoles on the Redskins.
You got a Miami guy, Lamar Miller.
Okay.
You got another Florida guy, David Sharp.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a tackle.
Okay.
That's it. All right. So let me see the Bills. We did the Bills. I meant
we did the Bills, yeah.
Did
you do you didn't do the Packers?
I'm doing Tennessee Titans. I'm trying to do it in the order of the games.
Oh, okay.
That way I don't miss nobody.
I don't think we got nobody on the Titans. Hopkins was drafted by the Skins. Was he? I thought Hopkins was drafted by Carolina.
Yeah, there's nobody for the not even nobody in the state of Florida. Damn.
On Tennessee?
Yeah, except for like 2 FIU guys. Sheesh. Damn.
I mean, Derrick Henry from Pensacola, but he played for Bama. But
yeah, that's tough. All right, let me see. Tennessee Ravens.
Florida Gator Nation says the Jets might as well be the Florida Gators with all the Florida players they got.
Let's see the Baltimore Ravens roster.
I know the Ravens used to have Terrence Brooks. I don't know if he still plays for them though.
So we got Miami's defensive end on there. Calais Campbell.
Oh, we got Calais Campbell plays for the Ravens. Okay.
Let's see anybody else. Oh, Florida. Johnny Townsend.
What round do you think Marvin will get drafted? He won't fall past the second. He may fall out the first, but I don't think he'll fall past the second.
Just the one Miami guy and the one Florida guy on Raven. Damn, they really don't mess with us like that.
No.
Let me see. Who's next? Who haven't I gone through yet? Oh, the Chicago Bears.
I think Eddie Goldman's the only Florida State player I think we got. Gano was drafted. All right, Henry Lee. So, yeah, you're right. Gano was drafted by the Panthers.
Let's see who the Bears got. Oh, Miami. Deion Bush, the safety. Florida State. Mario Edwards.
Mario Edwards is over in Chicago now. I didn't know that. Shout out to Mario Edwards, man.
Miami again with Jimmy Graham.
Mario Edwards was almost out the league at one point because of a neck injury. So shout out to Mario Edwards.
So they got Jimmy Graham for the Hurricanes. Oh, we got another Hurricane, Pat O'Donnell.
I mean, Jimmy Graham fell off after he left New Orleans, didn't he?
That's our kicker. They got our kicker. Damn. That's tough.
Here come Dennis with the BS. Y'all get on Dennis' ass. Since every time he come in here with the BS, somebody get on Dennis' ass tonight.
Eddie Paterno for Florida. They kicker. What is up with this? all they came and got from us was kickers and punters. What the hell? Oh, Florida. They got a DB. Tease Tabur. I don't know who
Ted
that.
Stabor, yeah.
Florida State. Eddie Goldman.
Yeah. So it's two Noles.
They got him listed as on the reserve.
He might be hurt. He was they starting D tackle. I don't know if he hurt or what's going on with him.
All right, let's see who's on the Saints.
Jameis.
Oh yeah.
Jameis and PJ. That's about it I can think of. I wouldn't be mad if the Saints won the Super Bowl either, just for Jameis.
He wouldn't get no credit though.
I know. Unless Breeze gets hurt and then they still probably wouldn't play him. They'd play Tyson Hill.
Okay, so Florida State, Patrick Robinson, cornerback.
Pat Rob is still on that team. I did not know that. He's been in the league for a hot minute now.
Yeah, PJ Williams.
I know PJ on there.
Jameis Williams, Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Damn. No more Florida, no Miami.
I think Patrick Robinson, he's had to have been in the league for like
Florida
over 10 years now.
CJ Gardner Johnson. That's a long ass name. That's it. And CJ for the Gators, he's not playing. He's on COVID.
Kane said you got the rhyme mindset. Dennis coming here talking about 52-10. Like Bama not finna throw up 50 on y'all. You got the rhyme mindset. Y'all better start focusing on them boys from Tuscaloosa.
Man, I ain't talking no trash for the next couple weeks.
For them elephants trample y'all.
Unless they get beat by Ohio State, I ain't talking no trash.
You still might not want to talk no trash, even if they do get beat by Ohio State. Green Bay and Kansas City in Super Bowl. I would love to see that. Rodgers versus Pat. That would be dope.
Not Saints, but for the Pittsburgh Steelers, we got Danny Isadora. He's an O-line.
For Miami?
Yeah. Florida got a center. I don't even know.
Pouncey, right?
Yeah, Pouncey.
Yeah, Pouncey's been playing there for a long time now, so that makes sense. I forgot about Pouncey. Where's his brother play at?
Y'all got a linebacker over there, Vince Williams.
Yeah, Vince Williams. Yeah, he's been there forever too. He's been playing real good this year too.
Florida State again with DeMarcus Christmas.
I didn't know. No, I didn't know DeMarcus Christmas was over there. I didn't even know DeMarcus Christmas was still in the league. I didn't. But shout out to DeMarcus Christmas. I didn't know he was still in the league.
And then Florida got Joe Harden, cornerback. All right, so that's it for the Steelers. Next is the Browns. Then we got Green Bay and the Chiefs. Let's see, Browns.
I don't think any of our guys are on the Browns. Eddie opt out. COVID.
Okay, so Miami got Joe Jackson. That's a defensive end. Miami got another David Njoku, the tight end.
Yeah,
he wanted out of there, but I guess they didn't let him. Then we got Sheldrick Redwine, our safety. Then we got a lot of Browns. Then Miami again with Olivia Vernon.
Yeah, I don't think any Florida State players are on the Browns.
Then you got Florida Joey Ivy, defensive tackle. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know who Timmy Jernigan plays for. Last I checked, I think he was playing for Philly, but I don't know if he still does.
Green Bay Packers.
I don't think we got nobody on Green Bay either.
Okay, so Miami got Jonathan Gervin. Oh, you got what you call this? Stanford Samuel.
Stanford Samuel's in the league. Shock. That's a shocker to me. I didn't even know Stanford Samuel was in the NFL.
Yeah, y'all got Stanford Samuels.
Does he play though? That's my question. Or is he just on the roster?
Let me see.
Have any stats?
It's not saying practice. It's not saying opt out or reserve. So he's on the active roster. Let me see if he picked. I'm gonna click on him, see if he picked up any stats this season. 3 tackles, 0 sacks. So he had three tackles this season.
Maybe he plays special teams. Hey, shout out to Stanford Samuel for being on the playoff team.
Yeah, he recent game was against the Jaguars. That's his most recent game. Yeah, so he's still active, just not probably utilized as much. And Kansas City Chiefs to wrap it up.
All I know about is Nandi. Man, I didn't even know Stanford Samuels was on the roster. That's crazy.
Could get a Super Bowl ring this season.
You could if you get it.
Oh yeah, the one you just said, Derek.
Yeah, Derek Nandi. I think that's the only thing we got over there, though.
Florida got DeMarcus Robinson, wide receiver. Then Florida got Tommy Townsend. He's a punter. Then Florida got Joey Townsend. He's also a punter. Jesus, how many Townsend they got?
How many punters they got in the league? Jesus.
They got 3 that I've heard of so far tonight. And they seem like they all went to Florida. That's it for the teams. But, yeah, Miami and Florida State and Florida got quite a few players on each team. So somebody might come out with a ring. I'm hoping it's the Rams.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at my boy Jalen Ramsey and Cam Akers getting rings. So I wouldn't be mad at that.
Them will be my favorite Noles. Those will be my favorite. To be honest, them my favorite Noles right now. Ramsey been doing his thing, man. And Cam.
Yeah, Ramsey all pro. First team all pro for Jalen Ramsey. So
man, yeah. Ramsey came in doing his thing. Cam Akers doing his thing. Shoot. Hey, I can't hate. I like what they doing at my team. It's tough though. What Henry talking about?
say Jernigan just passed by his spot where he chilling at. He don't play no more. I didn't know he was out the league.
Tommy Jernigan. So he went back to the hood?
I don't know. Maybe he just went home. Who knows?
He said Rams ain't beating nobody. Sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I've been kind of disappointed with that guy for a while now. Ever since that Super Bowl, he just went downhills. And he can't stay healthy for nothing.
Where does Frank Gore play at?
The Jets.
That's right, Jets. The Cardinals. I'm surprised the Cardinals didn't make the playoffs.
The Cardinals?
Yeah, they had a decent team.
we actually knocked them out the playoffs.
Yeah, that whole division pretty stacked.
If we would have lost to them, we still would have been in. So I don't even know why we even played them the way we did.
Panama says he'll bet anybody 500 Florida State has a better QB than Miami and Florida.
In 2021. I ain't gonna bet you right now. It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs, to be honest. Like I said, we got players that other than De'Aaron King. If De'Aaron King come back, give me my money. If De'Aaron King come back and he's up to par the same way he was this season before the injury, give me my money. But other than that, we got what? All players that we ain't never seen before.
Okay.
Y'all got who? Purdy. He got some experience.
No, we're gonna have Mackenzie Milton's gonna be the starter.
Yeah, Milton, haven't seen him in a while, so I can't even judge right now. And then Florida,
Milton's healthy.
Florida got a rookie that couldn't do nothing really. So
I think Florida's gonna have the biggest quarterback questions going into next year.
Now, if Florida gets N'Kosi Perry,
right? Unless they pick up a transfer guy, then we can have a different discussion. But right now, with what's on their roster,
then it'll be Florida State with Milton, Miami with De'Aaron King, and Florida with maybe N'Kosi Perry. If they get N'Kosi Perry. Other than that, it'll probably be their rookie guy that came in this season. What's his name? Hermery or something like that. I don't even remember his name.
Well, King J, we don't necessarily. I mean, I can ask the same thing about Miami. What receivers do y'all have? Because we just watched y'all drop 8 balls.
We got one receiver. That's
right. We just watched y'all wide receivers drop a ton of balls in that bowl game. So
our best wide receivers is Mike Harley and 2 other guys on the bench somewhere.
I don't know what our wide receivers room is necessarily going to look like. What I do know is if Mackenzie Milton is healthy, you compare his stats and De'Aaron King's stats when they were at their lower tier schools, they're very similar in terms of running. Very similar in terms of running the ball. I think Milton ran for 600 some odd yards in his best season and like 8 touchdowns. That's off the top of my head. King did something similar, except he ran for like 14 touchdowns or something. So King has the nod on the touchdowns, but their yards were very similar. Yeah. But Milton is due for like 1,000 more yards than De'Aaron King. So again,
is King gonna come back looking like that? That's the question.
And it's the same question for Milton because Milton had a devastating knee injury too. That's a big question for Milton too. So the receiver thing, I mean, both quarterbacks can talk about receivers.
For Milton, I give Milton the edge because De'Aaron King's injury is fresh. Plus, he's already had surgery on that knee, so that's the second time he injured it. So I'll give Milton the upper hand in this one.
Henry says King won't start this season. Oh, he won't start the season, and when he do, it won't be the same.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Kyle Trask didn't even start on his high school team.
Behind De'Aaron King. He was De'Aaron King's backup. It's crazy, man. I'm telling you, Gator fans will not, or Miami fans will not let that down. They found one thing that they had in common this season. That's tough. Quarterback. We back to that again. Man. When we got De'Aaron King, we thought everything was sweet. And then
Gator Nation says he thinks Emory Jones is a good quarterback. I don't see it personally. I think that guy y'all have, the other guy, I think his name is Anthony Richardson. I think he's the future of y'all, not Emory Jones. That's just me. 50% of King is better than Blackman and Jordan. No, I'm not. He's definitely better than Blackman. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and lie to you about that. But y'all still talking about a guy in James Blackman who not even on the roster no more. Why are we talking about James Blackman?
We're talking about where Perry going, where he gonna land. What about Blackman? Where he going?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything on James. I don't have no idea where James is.
I mean, he got to land somewhere. I mean, if not a Power 5 or a Group of 5 somewhere. I mean, he played for Florida State, so some team out there got to value him.
We just talking, Wanda, about. We already talked about national championship, talking about playoffs, and now we just pretty much talking.
Yeah. I want to see. That's who I want to see where he lands. I want to see where Blackman lands because I'm rooting for Blackman. Just the same way I'm rooting for Perry. I'm rooting for Blackman. Blackman from Belgrade. I was rooting for him when he was playing against y'all, even though I was clowning him sometimes. But not when he played against us though.
Henry Lee say Black gonna go to play for Dion. I don't see.
Then it says T2Y, you haven't seen the other quarter yet, so be patient. It's tough to judge what we're gonna get next season when I haven't seen them. So, right now, all I can do is be patient. But unfortunate for being patient, the next game is Alabama. So I'm being patient to see if we're gonna play good or we're gonna get destroyed. If our quarterback is gonna, show up, or are we gonna have that battle again where all season it's this guy, that guy, until King come back. I just want it's a lot of ups and downs with this quarterback thing right now. If we come out there, one of our rookie guys that we ain't never seen played do a tremendous job, then a weight is lifted off our shoulders. Okay, we'll be good beyond King. When King gone, we'll be all right. But if we go out there and we have two quarterbacks that can't get nothing going against Alabama, then we might be in trouble.
Look, I don't see Black going to play for Dion.
Look at Lee trying to rub it in. He's for destroyed. That's the only thing he heard me say. We gonna get destroyed. Oh man, if Lee knew how to work this YouTube thing, I think he'll clip that thing and put like T2Y and Miami. And then when he play the video back, all you hear is saying Miami's gonna get destroyed by Alabama. Oh man.
But yeah, Blackman, why would he leave Florida State to go sit behind Shedeur Sanders? Deion's son is going to be the starting quarterback at Jackson State from game one.
As a quarterback, I wouldn't want to put myself in that predicament at all.
That's what I'm saying. Why would he go do that? Blackman is not going to go play for Deion.
You can see Deion get home, so you're really going to bench me.
That's what Jurgen just said. Like, Blackman is not going to go sit behind a true freshman in Shedeur Sanders because that's what's going to happen. No. I don't know where Black's going to go, but it ain't going to be there. Shedeur Sanders is going to be giving the reins to that thing from day one, and that's what they're going to ride with.
I'm telling you,
it would be interesting. What do y'all think about that? Someone said he going to Texas A&M to reunite with Jimbo.
Doesn't Texas A&M got a quarterback?
They're losing Kellen Mond. Now I don't think he's going to A&M, but that would be interesting to see. Parchment, Fort Lauderdale kid, is going to be a burner. He will make a wide receiver room great. Milton just got to kick the rust off. I like the pickup of Andrew Parchment, Panama Jack.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
And he is a Fort Lauderdale kid. So yeah.
Yeah, when I was looking through the portal, he was one of those guys I was looking at wide receivers. So yeah, I think he'll definitely a good pickup for y'all out of Kansas. He'll shine. He'll get more shine at if it's shooting than he would at Kansas, especially going into like trying to get into the NFL.
Trevor says Hammer Gang.
Because we always hit the nail on the head.
I don't think he'll go to TAMU either, but it would be interesting to see.
Yeah. DeMarcus Bowman transferred. Interesting to see what he does. Yeah, Florida. Isn't he a running back from Clemson? The running back from Clemson?
Yeah, that's what she's talking. Oh, that's what he's talking about right here, the running back from Clemson.
And that just reminds me of our transfer running back. Lingard going up.
Lingard's over there too. He actually got a catch in the Oklahoma game, or like he got a run or something. I saw it.
Man, Lingard went from Miami to he probably would have been trading snaps with Cam this season to nobody in Florida. Dude
Right.
went from being a 5-star running back to a 4th-string running back.
FAMU will dominate JSU. Got a Rattler in the building.
Nah, that's a Florida State fan.
Probably a Rattler too.
He do be repping them. He do be repping them.
No Tallahassee, all that. JSU team could be filthy if Dion can coach even a little. Polk facts. Nobody starting over Sanderson. No, there's no quarterback that's going to JSU that's going to start over Sanderson.
Man, you know what? You know what I like about Dion? That dude is hype as hell, bro. He almost sold me on Jackson State the way he be putting out the videos. This dude be putting out the videos. Hey, Connor Jackson State be great. We want dogs. We don't want no dogs that eat puppy chow. We want the ones that chew bones. He be saying something. I'll be like, damn, I want to go play for Jackson State right now.
That's Dion, man.
That dude,
I'm telling you, I hope he succeeds because if he shows that,
I think Dion's just one of them guys, bro. You can't root against him, bro. It's just something about certain people you can't root against them. You can't root against him. He's one of those guys that, especially as a black man, I want to see this dude do great. And he got so much attention and hype around him that, you know, I want to see him bring Jackson State to the front.
I would love to see it. I just want him to build his resume so then he can be a legit like Power 5 coach.
Yeah,
I would love to see him. I would love to see him coach some real college football. And I'm not trying to knock JSU, but I mean, it is what it is when we're talking about, you know.
Yeah, if Dion bring them to the front stage, his next job gonna be something, boy. Somebody gonna look at him like, hey, I want that guy.
Because at the end of the day, he gonna be able to recruit. Period. Kids gonna want to play for that.
How many years did y'all give Norvell?
3, I think.
How many years?
I think 3. Henry says he would sit Sanders year 1. Why? It's Jackson State, bro.
For real.
If it was, you know,
if you can't cut
Power
it
5, yeah, I'd say that. If it was even Group of 5, I'd be like, yeah, you might want to sit Sanders game 1. Jackson State, Shadur Sanders gonna be the best quarterback on the field day 1.
If you can't cut it at Jackson State, I don't know how you're gonna fit at any Power 5 team.
Yeah, Shadur Sanders gonna be the best quarterback on the field when he already the best quarterback on the campus right now and ain't even snapped the ball yet. It's Jackson State.
You ain't benching my son. You're gonna put him out there and he gonna learn. He gonna get through the bumps and bruises.
We all wanted that man to be great. We all did.
So, he didn't even look too good at FAU.
I mean, they made a bowl game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the ACC for losing all they goddamn bowl games.
I love to see it. I don't give a damn about the ACC.
God damn. 0-5 in the bowl games.
To be fair, though, I mean, North Carolina didn't have his full strength team. I mean, and they still hung in there with Texas A&M.
That's tough.
Clemson got embarrassed. I love to see Clemson get embarrassed. So
Clemson got blown out. Notre Dame got blown out. Shoot, we barely cut.
Y'all was on the verge of getting blown out, but y'all turned it around. Y'all turned it around.
And that kind of build up Nicole C's stats. That kind of showed a lot of teams that he still got it in him. Man, I'll tell you one thing though, my chat, when I go to sometimes I don't look at the comments for like, that's because I be at work and shit. And then when I check back in, oh man, they were going in. When I did the Nicole C leaving video, I had so many fans come on there like, man, Zoe finna kill it. Zoe finna cry. A lot of them was like, you know, Nicole C. Perry, because that's one of his favorite players on the team. They were like, he finna cry.
Sit 1, play 3, go to NFL. Or he could not sit, play all 4 and go to the NFL. I mean,
That's what I'm tired of seeing too. These 3-and-outs. 3-and-outs, 3 years and out. Can you imagine what some of these teams would be like if those players were to actually come back for their last year?
With the NFL in football, man, I get it. You don't want to take chance. I mean, at any time, again, De'Aaron King, your knee can get blown out, and then now everything has changed. So in football, I say go as soon as you get the opportunity to go.
Right.
So I understand it. Basketball is a sport where I feel like these kids aren't really learning the game. So I hate the one and done in basketball. Either let them go straight out of high school or make them stay in school. I hate the one and done
Y'all
rule.
should be doing good in basketball, ain't it?
Who?
Y'all team.
We haven't played. We haven't played in a while.
Oh, for real?
We haven't played in like 2 weeks or something like that. Because I think one of the games got canceled. I think we actually lost our last game.
Yeah, I know we lost. I think we lost our last one. I think that was Clemson. It's hard to keep up with basketball and football still going. Let me see.
But I tell you who is doing a lot better than everybody thought is them damn Knicks. Shout out to them Knicks. We're on a 3-game winning streak. We playing right now. We're 5-3 on the season. Y'all ain't hating on my Knicks no more.
My
These
Lakers
Knicks
ain't
are
trying to hear
doing
that.
the damn thing.
My Lakers ain't trying to hear that.
Man, we ain't on the Lakers level. We ain't talking about that. We just happy to be winning games right now.
Let me see what the standings in basketball.
Matter of fact, let me check the score on that game. Because the Knicks are playing right now. They are up 12-7 on OKC.
Oh man, if the playoffs were to start today, the Knicks will be in at number 5.
The Knicks are now. We still got but it's only 5-3. We still got what 60 games to go or something like that. But
how are they playing these games? Are they doing it home and away like they normally do, or
it's regular games. It's regular games. It's just no fans in the stands, but they're doing regular home and away games.
Okay. Because I've been hearing that they do 2 series now, where it's like you play each other twice, and then you move on to the next team.
I know our last game was the Atlanta Hawks, and now we playing Oklahoma City Thunder tonight. So I mean,
Yeah.
like a normal schedule.
Okay, so I'm looking at our regular schedule. We played the Spurs, then we played back-to-back at the Grizzlies, back-to-back at the Spurs. Then we played Trailblazers, then we played Timberwolves, Mavericks.
Jerkin, you're about to get blocked, bro. I'm not even going to play with you tonight. Show some respect. We got a better record than the Heat, so show some respect.
Man, so this schedule. Okay, so they mixed it up a little bit. Because I know they've been playing games back to back sometime. Yeah, like all the out of conference games, like East versus West games.
Yeah.
So far on our schedule, we've been playing those a little bit differently. Because next we play Chicago, and then we're gonna play the Houston Rockets at their home, and then we're gonna play them again at their home. So the teams that's in the West, most of those games, home and away games, seem like they play them back to back. Because we got games against the OKC, we play those back to back.
All right, Jurgen, you're blocked. I'm not playing with you.
What Jurgen did.
He's just talking trash about my Knicks. They don't never want to see me happy. Like the Knicks always trash. Let me be happy until we get trash again, and nobody don't want to let me have my little 5-3 record.
All right, so yeah, season looks pretty normal except for some back-to-back games. I guess they don't want to. I guess if you play them, if you have games where you play a team, 4 times or something out of the year, if you have 2 homes and 2 away game against them, I guess you'll play both of the home games already the first time around.
NBA's been interesting because I haven't heard much about games being canceled because of COVID and they're not in the bubble anymore. You don't hear much about too many players like missing games. So whatever the NBA is doing, they're doing it right.
And that's why I don't want to put too much thought into Miami versus Alabama also, because at the same time we don't even know if we're gonna go conference only.
Hopefully, in a year time, they can figure out something to where we can have a normal college football season. I'm hoping that happens.
Yeah, because if we have conference only, then it's gonna be, well, throw that Alabama game away, throw away the Clemson versus Georgia game, throw away all those, matchups, all those rivalries again. This Corona thing is crazy, man.
I'm just hoping that with the vaccine and all this stuff that they get it under wraps somehow. But who knows at this point?
This thing has been going on for what, almost a year now?
Yeah, it's been about a year now. It was going on a year with no end in sight. No end in sight. So
yeah, this happened what, back in last March?
So I think it got to the States around February, March, April, somewhere around there. Lockdown started around March time frame, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what it do, though. That's what it do. We had an up and down season. We got a 7-0 team versus a 12-0 team in the championship.
Right.
Coronavirus.
But unless you got anything else, bro, I'm pretty much done.
I'll answer Green's question. T2Y, what's your score prediction? If Bama wins, 35-24. If Ohio State win, 35-31. Somewhere around there. But Monday's the big day. Tomorrow, live.
You showed up late, man.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll be live at 1:00 all the way till whenever the last game in, probably 12:00 at night. So it's gonna be a 12-hour shift. Take breaks in between games.
Monday night,
college football, national championship. Sergeant AR10, me and CJ, and you're more than welcome to come on. So we'll have it lit.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide in there. So Monday night, y'all definitely tune into that because those live streams be funny, they be hilarious, they be lit. So
yeah, we be going off in there. Man, all right, I guess it's time for me to actually eat dinner now. So
yes, sir.
All right, man, it's been a pleasure being on with you, boss.
All right, bro.
All right,
I will see you Monday, right?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Good night, y'all.
All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night myself. Cool little episode tonight, nothing too big. We talked about Clemson. Excuse me, not Clemson, because Clemson got embarrassed. We talked about Ohio State, Bama. I got Ohio State winning this thing. I am on the Ohio State bandwagon, even though I didn't even think they belonged in the playoff. So I got Ohio State, and I'm thinking about a 38-35 victory for Ohio State. And that's all I got tonight. So thanks, everybody. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, please hit the like button on your way out. And this is your boy Polk over here on 863 Seminole TV. Stay classy, Seminoles. And everybody else. And the every other fan base in the comment section. While y'all don't have to stay classy. Stay safe. And we out here, baby. Go Noles.